Have you ever caught yourself obsessing over whether or not she's into you? You know that maddening moment where you replay a conversation 100 times in your head, looking for that one subtle clue. Here's the truth. Women are masters of nonverbal signals. They may not always say how they feel, but their bodies, their movements, they rarely lie. Welcome to Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia, and in today's video, we're diving deep into the 8 subtle yet powerful body language signs that a woman wants you, even if she won't admit it out loud. These cues tap into our primal instincts. They bypass logic and hit directly at the subconscious level. So buckle up, because once you learn to read these signs, you'll never look at women the same way again. Let's begin with the very first and perhaps most telling body language cue. 1. Eye contact, the silent spark. Let's kick things off with the queen of all signals, eye contact. When a woman likes you, you won't have to guess. Her eyes will tell you. She'll hold your gaze a beat longer than usual. Not in a weird way, in a way that makes your stomach flip like there's a hidden fire behind her stare. That moment your eyes lock, that's not just your imagination playing tricks. That's the spark of desire. Raw, unspoken, primal. Her pupils might dilate slightly. This isn't something she controls. It's a biological response triggered when we see something or someone we're deeply drawn to. Now here's where most guys go wrong. They either look away too quickly or stare too hard. Don't break the connection too soon. Don't challenge it either. Instead, lean into the moment. Mirror her energy. Let your gaze tell her, I see you too. But beware, not all eye contact is romantic. Pupil dilation can happen with fear too. So context matters. Look for consistency. If she locks eyes with you during conversation, glances from across the room, then holds that gaze with a soft smirk or smile, that's not just interest, that's attraction. Still unsure? Ask yourself this: is she looking at me or into me? Because when a woman really wants you, her eyes don't just wander, they linger. 2. Lip biting and licking. The mouth doesn't lie. Let's talk about one of the most sensual primal cues in the female body language playbook: lip biting and licking. You ever notice her catch her bottom lip between her teeth mid-con conversation, or run her tongue lightly across her lips when she glances your way? Yeah, that's not just dry lips. The lips are one of the most sensitive erogenous zones in the body. When a woman bites or licks her lips around you, it's not just about moisture or habit. It's a subconscious mating signal. Her brain is amplifying desire without her saying a single word. Think of it like this. By drawing attention to her lips, she's drawing attention to kissing, to intimacy, and to the thought of you closing that space. It's primal. It's powerful. And yes, it's intentional, even when she doesn't realize it. But here's where the average guy fumbles. He becomes too focused on her mouth, loses his presence, and starts acting like a lovesick teenager. Don't do that. Instead, notice it and stay cool. Recognize it for what it is: an invitation cloaked in subtlety. If she does it once, maybe it's a fluke. But if you see it more than once, especially paired with direct eye contact, that's a neon sign flashing. I want you to notice me, and I'm not just being polite. 3. Blushing, when her skin speaks for her now. Let's move to something you can't fake: blushing. When a woman's cheeks turn that soft, rosy hue around you, it's not makeup, it's chemistry. Blushing is an involuntary biological response. It happens when adrenaline hits the bloodstream and blood rushes to the face, often triggered by arousal, excitement, or emotional vulnerability. So when you compliment her and she blushes, when your eyes meet and her face flushes red, that's her body betraying her emotions. It's her subconscious saying, he makes me feel something, even if I'm too shy to say it. Of course, some women blush more easily than others. But if it happens consistently when you're near, or when conversations turn flirtatious, take note, but be subtle. Don't call her out or make a big deal of it. That'll just make her pull back. Instead, let her have that moment. Smile. Keep the energy soft, grounded, and magnetic. Because when she blushes for you, she's revealing just how much power you already hold over her emotions. 4. Proximity. When she breaks the space barrier. They say actions speak louder than words. And in attraction, Distance speaks volumes. When a woman willingly invades your personal space, it's not just a coincidence. It's a signal of intent. Think about it. We all have an invisible boundary, a comfort bubble. Strangers don't enter it. Acquaintances stay outside it. But when attraction enters the chat, that wall starts to dissolve. If she lingers, closer than necessary, if she chooses the seat right next to you, even when others are free, if she casually brushes against you in a crowded room, that's not chance. That's her subconscious whispering. I want to be near you. I feel safe here. I want to feel your presence up close. And here's the twist. She may not even realize she's doing it. Her body is simply moving toward what it desires. But your job isn't just to notice, it's to read the context. Are you at a social event? Did she lean in just a bit too close while laughing at your joke? Does she hover around your side even after the conversation ends? That's not friendly energy. That's curiosity mixed with chemistry. And the closer she allows herself to be, the closer she's inviting you to move emotionally and physically. 5. Playing with hair. The oldest flirt in the book. It's classic, it's timeless, and it still works like a charm. The hair touch. When a woman starts fiddling with her hair around you, it's rarely just nerves or boredom. It's seduction and slow motion. The neck and face are two of the most sensitive areas on the body, loaded with nerve endings. And when she draws attention to those zones by flipping, twisting, or smoothing her hair, she's subconsciously accentuating her femininity. Watch for these specific signs. A hair twirl around her finger, brushing hair behind her ear while looking at you, flipping her hair over her shoulder, running her hands slowly through her hair as she talks. Each of these gestures is like a silent question. Do you see me? Do you find me attractive? And even though she might pretend it's nothing, trust me, it's something. Of course, some women play with their hair habitually. But here's the key. Does she start doing it more often when you're around? Does it ramp up during flirtatious conversation? If so, she's not just adjusting her appearance. She's inviting your attention and hoping you give it back. 6. Body positioning. Where her torso aims, her attention follows. Want to know how to tell if she's emotionally and physically drawn to you before she even says a word? Watch her posture. More specifically, watch where her torso points. When a woman is only mildly interested or neutral, her body might be angled slightly away, legs crossed in the opposite direction, or her arms might be loosely folded, signaling a closed or detached stance. But when the attraction is real, everything changes. Her torso turns toward you, her shoulders square up, her arms relax, and most importantly, her chest and heart are directed at you. It's subtle, it's instinctual, and it's one of the most honest forms of body language we have. Why? Because we face what we want. It's primal. It's evolutionary. Think of it this way. When we're drawn to something, our body naturally realigns to see it better, feel it more, and engage with it fully. So if a woman leans in slightly, angles her body toward you, or shifts her whole frame to stay aligned with you during a conversation, she's not just paying attention, she's making it very clear. You've got her focus. Even more telling, if you're in a group and her body's angled toward you while she talks to someone else, congratulations. You're the gravitational center of her interest. Don't underestimate this cue. Where her body aims, her emotional compass is pointing. 7. Feet direction, the forgotten flirtation signal. Now here's one most guys never think to look at, but it's one of the most honest signs of attraction. Where are her feet pointing? Sounds silly? It's not. The feet are incredibly revealing because they're almost impossible to consciously control, especially in emotional situations. While the face may smile politely and the voice might stay composed, her feet tell the truth. If her toes are aimed straight at you, even if the rest of her body is turned slightly away, it means she's emotionally tethered to you in that moment. Think of it like this. The subconscious is quietly saying, stay here. Be ready, move closer if invited. Now, if she's sitting next to you and her legs are crossed toward you, nod away. That's another subconscious nod. And if you're standing and her feet shift to mirror your stance, that's mirroring behavior. A classic sign of subconscious rapport and desire. It might sound small, but it's powerful because in a world of mass, the feet are honest. And when her lower body is literally pointing at you, even in a crowd, that's her inner world quietly confessing, I want to be where you are. 8. Primping. When she fixes herself, she's trying to impress you. This one's subtle, but once you learn to spot it, it's like discovering a secret channel that only the emotionally attuned can hear. You're talking, she's listening, and suddenly she adjusts her blouse, fixes her hair, or smooths her skirt. You might think it's just fidgeting, but you'd be wrong. This isn't about nervousness. It's about presentation. When a woman starts subtly grooming herself around you, like reapplying lip gloss, fixing her posture, straightening her jacket, or checking her reflection in a nearby surface, she's subconsciously saying, I want to look my best for you. This behavior is self-advertisement, and it's hardwired in human psychology. In fact, research shows that both men and women instinctively start adjusting their appearance when they're near someone they find attractive. It's not calculated, it's biological. So when she starts pimping, that's her inner desire slipping through the cracks. Even if she tries to act casual, the behavior reveals what words might not. She cares how you see her. And that, my friend, is a massive green flag. Here's what to look out for. She brushes away imaginary lint from her clothes. She readjusts her necklace or earrings. She suddenly fluffs her hair or touches her neck. She glances at her phone, using it like a mirror. All of these many movements point to one universal truth. She wants to be seen, noticed, and desired by you. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't your cue to rush in. This is your moment to slow down, hold strong eye contact, and let the tension build naturally. When she's investing in how she presents herself, she's already signaling that she values your attention. And if she's doing that consistently, she's not just interested, she's invested. Bonus movement 9, mirroring, the silent sync of attraction. Ever notice when two people really click, they start moving the same way? That's called mirroring, and it's one of the most subconscious yet undeniable signs of deep rapport and emotional alignment. If a woman starts mimicking your gestures, like adjusting her seat after you shift, sipping her drink shortly after you do, or using similar words or expressions, she's not just being polite, she's syncing with you on a biological level. Her subconscious is essentially saying, I feel safe here. I like this energy. I want to connect. And it's not about imitation, it's about resonance. This natural mimicry happens when the body feels aligned with another person's presence emotionally, energetically, even hormonally. So next time you're chatting with a woman, pay attention. Does she sit when you sit? Does she nod when you do? Is she subtly copying your pace, tone, or rhythm? If so, her body is telling you she's emotionally attuned to you. Mirroring is how attraction goes from curiosity to chemistry, so don't ignore it. It's one of nature's clearest green lights. Bonus movement. Number 10, neck exposure, the hidden invitation. Here's a body language signal that's rarely talked about, but once you learn it, you'll never unsee it. Neck exposure. The neck, especially on women, is a highly vulnerable, sensitive area packed with nerve endings and emotional symbolism. When a woman tilts her head, brushes her hair aside to reveal her neck, or lightly touches the side of her throat while talking to you, she's doing something that's both biologically submissive and seductively open. Why does this matter? Because we protect what we don't trust. So when she willingly exposes this delicate part of her body without even realizing it, she's saying, I feel safe. I'm open to you. I want you to see me. It's raw, it's primal, and it's intimate. Whether she's laughing and tilting her head back or simply pulling her hair over one shoulder while you speak, neck exposure is one of the most sensual, subtle signals of desire. So if you see her doing this, especially paired with other cues we've discussed, she's not just into you, she's inviting you emotionally, energetically, maybe even physically. Handle that moment with grounded confidence, and don't break eye contact. That's when magic happens. Now let's wrap it up with a strong call to action and connection. If these 8 body language movements sparked any memories, maybe of a woman who did that lip bite or always sat just a little too close, then now you know that wasn't random. That was real. Attraction isn't always spoken. Sometimes it's revealed in a glance, a shift in posture, or the soft curl of a smile. Pay attention, stay grounded, and most importantly, trust what you see. because her body may say what her mouth never will. If you want to dive even deeper into how women show attraction without ever saying a word, check out our upcoming video on hidden female behaviors that reveal obsession. It's intense, and it might just change how you see everything. And remember, don't forget to like this video if it opened your eyes. Subscribe to Infante Wisdom for more brutally honest attraction breakdowns, and hit the bell so you never miss a queue again. Until next time, I'm Amelia, helping you decode desire, protect your frame, and own the moment.